How do you know they're the one? Am I qualified to speak on this? I mean, just as much as the next person, I guess. I have been married for over a decade, so I don't know if that counts as qualifications, but it's something. I actually got this question a lot more when I was younger and when I was engaged to be married. Um, People just were like, "Oh, you're so young. Like, how do you know? How do you know?" And I don't know if it's what you want to hear or not, but here goes. Choosing somebody makes them the one. So it's more about making a careful choice than about some mystically perfectly compatible person. There are definitely pros and cons to every individual because no one is a perfect person. And since there's two people in a relationship, theoretically, generally at least, since there's two people in a relationship, that choice has to go both ways. So if they don't have that same view of mutually choosing you forever, there's not really anything you can do about that. So, how do you make a good choice? First, I think one of the most important things is to figure out what your priorities are in life. Like, not just what you want to do, but like what your values are. And that's a lot of soul searching for yourself, is knowing, okay, so everybody has got kind of like a list of like what I want out of a partner. Like, if I could pick a perfect partner, what would they be? Okay. Now pick the most important things that are like, this is the things that I can't be without. Okay. So those might be things like I want someone who also wants kids, or someone who shares the same religion as I do, or someone who really values spending time with the extended family, not just our nuclear family. So whatever your top priorities are, those need to match the other person. Okay? That's pretty important. Matching values. Only the most important, and like general compatibility in like how you handle money. It doesn't have to be the same, but it needs to be compatible, because you don't want somebody who's just like has holes in their pocket and you're a saver. So it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be the same, but you have to have the same values and you have to be kind of on the same page in some of those things. Next, you actually have to have somebody who believes it is a forever thing. There has to be this idea that divorce is not an option. And I know, again, you can only control you, so there's only so much you can do about, you just have to take what they're telling you, for the most part, because you can't ever truly know somebody's internal thoughts. Someone who at least seems to believe and who says that marriage or this commitment is forever. Okay. And if it's not, like, if that's not your cup of tea, okay, that's fine. Just like, let's be honest, this is about the tax benefits or whatever your reason is. Like, it's fine. You don't have to have that forever relationship. But if you're wanting the one, they have to be on that kind of same page. So if they do not believe that that they can stay with the same person forever, they're not the one. It's just, that's just how it is. Like, keep looking, because there are people that are making commitments for a lifetime and making commitments for forever. I do want to make a note that there are extenuating circumstances in some relationships. If you are on your second or third relationship, or if you had to sever a relationship for some reason, or you were blindsided by something, like, it's okay. It's okay. We don't have that kind of foresight to know something is going to come up that is just insurmountable. Like, sometimes things happen and it's okay. You're not a failure. Anyway, so general compatibility in your values is pretty important. You have to find someone attractive. When people say they fell out of love, you can't really fall out of love because it's something that you choose to do. You choose to love. If you don't choose to love, I don't know why you're vowing to love, because if you're just at the whims of your feelings, you can't promise to love. So, like, don't get married to somebody who's at the whims of their feelings, and like, that's a straight up lie in your vows. Like, it doesn't make sense. So, like, again, if you have a party or whatever, have a party. That's great. But like, if you believe that love is something that happens to you, then there's no point in promising to love, because you have no control over it. But attraction is important, because while you can't really fall out of love, you can stop being attracted to somebody. Now, you can foster attraction so that there's things that you can do that kind of help maintain that attraction that you once felt for somebody, but like you don't have total control over whether or not you're attracted to someone. You have more control than some people would lead you to believe, but you don't have total control over that. So being attracted to someone in the first place is pretty important. Their looks, but not just their looks, but their whole person and who they are. It's also important that they respect you as a person. If they don't respect you as a person now, then I don't know why they would respect and honor a vow that they're making. It doesn't, that doesn't track. So somebody that respects you and the people around them, because if they treat the people around them like crap, then there's a good chance that whatever rose colored glasses they have on, rose colored view of you they have is going to fade, and you're going to be one of the people that they also treat like crap. So, okay, so in summary, choosing someone makes them the one. You have to have someone who believes in long term commitment, like forever commitment. You have to have somebody whose values match your values, generally, at least mostly match your values. Somebody who respects you and respects people around them. And beyond that, it's just like, do you like this person? Are you attracted to this person? And that's enough, because you can't know the future. You can't. As much as people like to say, think that there's some like destined to be together sort of thing, like, yeah, maybe, maybe not. But realistically, nobody can know the future. Nobody can know how someone's going to turn out or the things that will happen. Making a good choice and a thoughtful choice is important. Somebody that also chooses you back every day.